It's an internal and mental attitude that determines how you will interpret and respond to your situations. A mindset that's been shaped by the word. A mindset that's been shaped by your experiences with God. A mindset that knows that he cannot fail. He's able, and he's willing to do it. So if listen to this is why I got to have this mindset, because I know he can, I know he's able, but I don't know how. Because if I get my mind, listen to this is where I got to get real faith. My faith is not into getting worked out a certain way. Sometimes that's where we mess up. God gonna do it like this. He gonna do it by next Tuesday. He gonna do it. He gonna use them people. God like, don't you box me in. I want you to have a living faith that any moment you know I can. So you walk into the storm not knowing how, but you do know who. Like that's the power God wants us to have, because it's based on a God who's free. He can use a person I thought would never do it. He can show up in a way that I never would have imagined. Listen to the first time I ever ran in church. I used to look at people running in church and be like, hey, something wrong. I don't get it. I don't get it. But what happened was I had a ticket that turned into a warrant. I got pulled over for not having a seatbelt on. They found out I had a warrant. And so basically I had to go before the judge. The judge said, if you don't come back here next week with this warrant already paid off, you're going to have to do 30 days. I'm like, hold on a second. Then it got real. Traffic tickets, and I was in college, so I never came back and paid the stuff. And now that I'm back driving around, I'm in bad shape. So now I need like about $3,200. I just got back from school. I ain't got no job. Can't ask mom, like, give me $3,200. Like, it just ain't finna happen. Well, without nobody knowing, my father pulled up on me. This was like Friday I went to court. Sunday, no, I'm sorry. It was on Tuesday I went to court. And on Friday, my father pulled up on me. I hadn't seen him. Like, I just got back from school. I hadn't seen him in maybe 2 or 3 years. He said, yeah, I heard you was home, Junior. He said, where you stay at? Meet me over here. So I met him where he told me to meet him, man. And he hugged. We love on each other, talked for a minute. He said, I got something for you. I heard you need a car. Pops gave me a bag. I ain't going to ask him where he got the bag from. But it was like $4,000, about $932 or something like that. Sunday I went to church. Because, I'm going back to court to let them know next Wednesday I got the wedding. But they were singing a song while I was in church on that Sunday. Jesus, he will fix it. Jesus, he will. And I was feeling the music and the vibe, but I started getting the words in my head. I started thinking about what just happened and who he used, the most unlikely candidate I thought he would use. Next thing I know, the tears was coming and I took off running. I took off running. Because I saw God make a way out of no way. I had no expectations of the how. All I know is I need. And he showed up in a way that caused me, listen to this, to interpret that was the Lord. That wasn't just random, my father. That wasn't just, he even let me get pulled over because I was just coming out the parking lot, finna put my seatbelt on, and he was already on me. The police, like I got pulled up, like I got caught when I feel like on the hubbub, but that was God saying, I got to get you stuck first so I can let you know that I'll set you free. I got to get you caught up. I got to let your back be against the wall so you can feel me in your life. I don't want you to just not have no circumstances. I got to let you have some stuff going on in your life that you can't fix. So I can show up and let you know that I can fix any situation. Listen to what that line is. It means that what you believe about God and yourself impacts your thoughts about your personal success or failure. Listen, success and failure don't actually happen when you succeed or fail. No, success or failure begins with how you think it as you go on your way to the journey to succeed or fail. Y'all remember this is old school story. The little engine that could. The hill was big. He's just a little bitty engine. But he said, I think I can. I'll tell you, that's where success started. I think I can. And now that is good, but it has its limitations because sometimes I thought I could, but I really couldn't. So my hope ain't in me can. My hope is in he can. He can't fail. He won't run short. He won't change up. So I stake my hopes on him being faithful to his promises and watch him work it out on my behalf. But he spoke to himself. That's what you got to be able to do. That's why you need the word. You got to keep speaking to yourself. Because listen, you are a believer. You do know Christ is on the throne. You do know he overcame death, sin, and the grave. But he says now you have to walk that out. You have to let that past truth give present power. You got to be able to take you through your storms, knowing that I didn't just do that haphazard, but the Spirit has let us know I did that for you. Not just you, this group of people, but you, the individual. That brings us to be a group of people who say, like, you shaking your head right now because you know God did it for you. And so God has to bring us to this place where our mind is set. Listen to what he said.